Hey, and so today, for an intermediate topic, I wanted to talk about the question which I'm sure is on everyone's minds. Why do I shave my head? And is it difficult? Is it enjoyable? So, why did I start shaving my head? When I think the first time I did it was in university. And so my hair, the hair I grew up with, its characteristics, not ideal, not perfect. Brown, not straight hair, and not curly. Kind of somewhere in the middle. Not straight, not curly, somewhere in the middle. Maybe I would describe it as disagreeable or temperamental hair. And not just was the hair not very easy to work with, I also have multiple cowlicks. What is a cowlick? Well, when you're with your head, your hair grows in some direction. Maybe all of it grows this way. Maybe all of it grows this way. A cowlick, from what I understand, is the situation where most of your hair, or all of your hair, grows in one direction, and a patch of your hair, a part of your hair, grows in a different direction. I think, again, I don't know for sure, it's called a cowlick because it's as if a cow, the animal, the one who goes moo and gives milk, it's as if a cow licked you in that spot. If a cow licks you in one spot of your hair would be covered in some fluid, the cow's saliva, and it would put your hair in some direction, whatever direction the cow licked you. So I think that's why it's called a cowlick. And normally people don't have them, or they have one. If I remember correctly, I have 2 or 3. I remember going to the hairdressers or barbers or hairstylists or whatever term you want to use. I remember going to the hairstylist, not office, but salon. And while she was cutting my hair, she made some comment like, "Oof, crazy hair." And I never realized this growing up. Nobody ever spoke to me about it. So it was kind of news. But over time, I realized, this is not easy hair to work with. And so it was always a mess. It was always something like gambling, with cards, with poker, or with dice, and you roll dice is gambling. Each day, would I manage to make my hair into something presentable that I liked, that I thought looked good, or not? And I don't miss all the work. I don't miss all the effort. It's so much easier now to wake up. If I have to shave, but usually wash my face, leave the house. I don't have to get a brush or a comb, try to use some product, nothing. I can be awake, dressed, and out of my house in about 10 minutes, and I can predict, more or less what I will look like. Maybe I'll be puffy, my skin will be puffy, or I'll look tired with bags under my eyes. Who knows? But at least my hair on my head, in general, I will know what I look like. And I think that's very, very good, very nice. There are so many things in life that we have to worry about constantly. Variables which are changing from day to day. What we're going to eat, how we're going to dress, how we're going to spend our time, who we're going to talk to, how are we going to talk to them, what are our long-term goals, what are our short-term goals. And this is just one less variable that I have to worry about. I can hopefully devote that energy, that concentration, to something that's more useful, more interesting. About schedule, I shave my head maybe every 2 to 4 days. Closer to 2, I think, than 4. Because you have to be careful when you shave your head. I think, this is just my opinion, it's good to keep it very short, because when, at least a guy who looks like me, if it starts to get longer, you have 2 main possibilities. You can enter the baby duck phase, where you look like a baby duck, which is good for a duck, not for a person, I think. And or you enter the police officer phase. You look like a cop. That can be good, that can be bad. Not what I'm going for. So you have to regularly shave it. It's not hard. You can do it mostly even without a mirror, just by touching your head and shaving the area if it feels longer. It doesn't have to be perfect. Lord knows, I very often, if you watch these videos, you will see me in various states of follicular mess, follicles, or hair. I just made that word. Maybe it's a word, I guess, but I just used it. But it's much easier. And I use an electric shaver, not a razor. And shave my head takes 10 to 15 minutes, sometimes more, sometimes less. And yeah, it's nice. What else besides that? It's nice to, I remember with my hair, if I was outside and it rained, I'd have to worry. I'd be like, oh, this is going to dry in a weird way. I'm going to look like some dog that fell asleep on the street during a rainstorm, woke up. It's just awful. Now, it's actually a pleasure, I think, to be able to feel the rain against your head, to feel the sensations of these things. Although that also is a part of the drawbacks, because weather, temperature, hair protects your head. It regulates the temperature. It's in winter, I have to, even in spring and summer, I have to wear a hat sometimes. Always in winter, often in spring, sometimes in summer, because it's cold. It's cold. And it can easily get sick, can easily be uncomfortable. But I think overall, it's a trade-off that is worth it. I will take the consistency. I will take the predictability. I will take the joy of sensation. I will take the ease of doing it. I will take these things over some drawbacks that I have to plan around. Do I wish... I like to change things. I like variability in life. Do I wish I could change my appearance? Most people, I think the easiest way for them to change their appearance is changing their hair. It's relatively straightforward, relatively simple, but also a dramatic change, a dramatic look comparatively for the amount of effort. That would be nice. It would be nice to experiment in those ways, change the colors, change the styles. But overall, there's only so many things we can think about in life at one time, I think. And this makes it a little bit easier. So that is way too much information about me shaving my head. And thanks for listening if you made it this far. There's probably a good amount of vocabulary in there. But I hope you enjoyed at least a little bit. If you want to help the channel, you can subscribe, join a Patreon, whatever you do, whatever you want to do. It's helpful, and I'm very grateful for that. So, hope to see you again.